Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston Texans potentially trading for Cooper Kupp. Yesterday, it was announced that Cooper Kupp is going to be traded, and the Rams informed Cooper Kupp that they are going to be looking for a trade partner this offseason and to let him go. Now, I think it's going to, they're going to be pretty cooperative with Cooper Kupp and try to find him the right place for him to go, a place he wants to go, with the right place for him and his family. So it's not one of these things where the team has full control. They're gonna bring Cooper Kupp in the decision making of where he goes. I'm sure they'll be thinking about what the best they can get for Cooper, but also the best for him. And I think that's certainly how you should treat a player who's one of the most long-tenured Los Angeles Rams and is really a reason why they won a Super Bowl in 2021. They don't win a Super Bowl without Cooper Kupp. So had almost 2,000 receiving yards in 2021. So that's just how you treat a player who's meant so much to the organization. I know Cooper doesn't want to go to Los Angeles. I mean, he doesn't want to leave Los Angeles, but working with him and finding the right place for him and his family, I think is it's the right thing to do, if you ask me. All right, moving on. We're going to be talking about the Houston Texans trading for Cooper Kupp. I would love to see this happen, me personally. And it makes sense because the Houston Texans just hired Nick Caley, Rams pass game coordinator. So the offensive coordinator is a familiar face with Cooper Kupp and has been with the Rams for a couple of years. He was the tight end coach before. He was the pass game coordinator. So he's been with the Rams for a couple of years. And Cooper Kupp would have a familiar face. And, he in his tweet, he talked about being comfortable and wanting to go play for a team that has a chance to win a championship. And I think the Texans are a couple pieces away from a championship. And Cooper Kupp could be one of those pieces that they need to get to the championship level. And I think you'd be comfortable with a coach who you're very familiar with, who was the tight ends coach and the pass game coordinator for this Rams offense. And that's why I think the Texans do have a shot at landing Cooper Kupp. Now, it's already been reported today that, the people do not think that Cooper Kupp will be worth a day 2 draft pick. So don't expect to have to give up a second or third rounder for Cooper Kupp. It might only have to cost a 4th and a 5th rounder, or a 4th and a 6th rounder. And that would be great for this Texans team, not having to give up a day 2 draft pick to get Cooper and give up like a 4th and a 5th or a 4th and a 6th, or maybe 2 4s. I don't know. I don't think the Texans have 2 4s. But so yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see if the Texans land Cooper Kupp. Look, I'd like to see Stephon Diggs re-sign with his team. That'd be great. But I know he's going to have a hot market. We'll see what happens with Diggs. Also, he's coming off a pretty brutal injury, and I feel like he's going to want a lot of money even though he's coming off this injury, which concerns me. And with Kupp, the thing is with Kupp, I know he's had some injuries last couple of years that have caused him to miss some time, like missed 5 games this year, missed 5 games in 2023. But I don't care about him missing 5 games in the regular season. That's not what's important to me. He's been healthy in the playoffs the last couple of years, and that's what's important. In his last 3 postseasons, he's been fully healthy, and that's what C.J. Stroud needs. Yeah, we want our for sure, to have a wide receiver be healthy in the regular season the old way.
It would be great to see Cooper Kupp play all 17 games, or maybe play 15 or 16 games. That'd be great, right? And have him healthy. But I will say this, I'd much rather him play 12 games and be fully healthy in the playoffs than what we've seen in the last couple seasons. I think the last 2 playoff years are potentially different for the Houston Texans in the divisional round if C.J. Stroud has a full wide receiver core. In the divisional round, it was not having Tank Dell, and I don't think he had Noah Brown either. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think Noah Brown played. No, I think Noah Brown got hurt in the wild card and didn't play at all in the division round against the Ravens. So he didn't have Noah Brown nor Tank Dell in the division round against the Ravens. And then against the Chiefs, he didn't have Tank Dell or Stephon Diggs. if you ask me, I think the Texans beat the Chiefs if they have Diggs and Dell, as those are two key pieces for the offense. And really, if you look at it, the Chiefs' defense did a really good job with Nico Collins in that divisional playoff game. And obviously, all the attention is going to be on Nico Collins. I don't know if you can do that with Nico Collins if you have to deal with Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs. I think offensively, the offense would have looked a lot different against the Chiefs if they would have had Dell and Diggs. So I think the Texans, with those two guys, very possibly beat the Chiefs. And then if C.J. Stroud had Dell, if they had Dell and Brown against the Ravens, I don't think we would have beat the Ravens in that divisional round playoff game because we lost by 24. But I'm telling you guys this right now: if CJ would have had Dell and if he would have had Brown in that divisional round playoff game against the Ravens, the offense would be a lot more successful, and that would have been a closer game. The Texans would have not gotten their butts kicked like they did in the divisional round. And so Cooper Kupp, like I'm saying, Cooper Kupp has been healthy in the postseason. Played all 4 games of their playoff run in 2021. Played both of their playoff games this year. Played their one playoff game last year. As for the wide receiver position, I know we want our guys to be healthy in the regular season. That's great. But with what CJ Stroud has had to go through with having at least 1 or 2 wide receivers down in his last couple years in the postseason, we need to get him 2 elite guys in the postseason. He has not had that in his career. He's had, look, his rookie year, he had Tank and he had Nico. That was great. This year, at some points, he had all Tank and Nico and Stephon, but he's never had a great wide receiver duo in the playoffs, and that's something I think you want for him, and Cooper Kupp could be a good opportunity to get that. Let me know your thoughts on the trade and the potential trade in the comment section, and peace out.